Hello friends, how are you all doing? My name is Shaz, short for Shahrazad, and I love colorful makeup. Today we're going to review a very colorful palette, the 16 Pan Brights from Beauty Bay. This palette is not new. I think it came out 3 or 4 months ago. I've had it for a while and I've been playing around with it, and I thought to myself it's still available, and in fact it's on sale right now. So I wanted to do a review just in case you're considering picking it up, to give you my thoughts on it. We're gonna do swatches and 3 eye looks with this palette so that I can give you a comprehensive review. If you're enjoying my videos, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and consider subscribing to my channel for more content like this. Let's jump into the video. Before we go into the first eye look, let's take a look at the swatches. What I'm thinking I'm going to do is to use purples and blues. So I'm probably going to maintain it in this row. Okay, I've already primed my eyes with Painterly from MAC. I'm going to get a fluffy brush and I'm going to go into this blue. Oof. Going into my crease. I think this palette came out even before the other trio that I reviewed in this channel. I'm talking about Earthy, Midnight, and Berries. The name of the palette is Bright, which is why I thought it came out when the original Bright, the 42 pan or whatever Bright, came out last year. It's on sale at the moment. Right before I started this video, I looked it up on Beauty Bay website to make sure it's still available. It doesn't make any sense to make a video about palettes that nobody can purchase anymore. Although some of you might have it anyway, so you might still be looking for eye looks. But now I'm gonna go into this color. By the way, the name of the first color was Pacific Dreams, and this one is Drama Queen. Super pigmented. I was not expecting anything else from Beauty Bay. The only issue I have ever had with Beauty Bay has been patchiness with dark mattes. So let's see if it's going to be different with this palette. Looking up, I'm going under my lower eyelid. And let's go into this color called Amethyst. I'm going to do without NYX's glitter primer today. I'm going to put this in the center, over a little bit overlapping the color that I just used. Beautiful color. There is a neighbor that I have who decides to blow leaves as soon as I sit to do my videos. I don't know why a human being needs to blow leaves every day of the week. Can you hear that? I literally waited an hour for it to stop, and it's just not stopping. I don't know why you need to blow that many leaves. Leaves haven't even fallen. It's still like middle of summer in Austin. I am now going to pick a brush like this, and I'm going to go into this beautiful seafoam green called Lagoon, and I'm going to put it close to my inner corner in this area. There. I'm going to pick the first brush with the blue color on it, and I'm going to blend all of these colors in my crease together. Okay friends, the eye look is complete. I'm not going to do anything on my lips right now because I feel the eye look is bold enough and I have to go to work like this. But let's talk about the palette really quick. First of all, there is a little bit of patchiness on this eye. Now, I don't know what's happening. As I was putting Painterly on my eye, I did feel I might have put a little less on this eye than this eye. Maybe that's what happened. Another thing that could be the case is that I'm right-handed, so when I do this eye, I pretty much have to reach over, which already results to lack of symmetry between the two eye looks sometimes, just because you're not going to have the same level of control that you would have on the eye that's closer to your hand than the other eye, which could be part of what resulted in patchiness. I spent around 5 minutes after the eye look was complete trying to correct it, but I don't think that helped, so you're probably going to see it when I bring the camera closer, I wanted to mention that. Another thing is that, as we have seen in other palettes by Beauty Bay, specifically I'm thinking about Midnight palette. I'm gonna link my review somewhere. I had more or less the same experience with Midnight palette. I was having patchiness with dark blues, and this patchiness is with the dark purple color. A little bit of color theory: purple is a mix of blue and red, so if dark blues are prone to getting patchy, so are dark purples. But overall, this eye look looks perfect. I'm so happy with this eye look. Let me bring the camera closer to show you the eye look, and then we'll go into the second eye look. I already primed my eyes with Painter Leaf from MAC, and I want to do a greenish look for this one. So let's go with the yellow. I want to do yellow in the crease and then green in the outer V. So I'm going to try to see if I can do a faster look. I don't want to waste too much time on this eye look, because that's another factor for myself, at least. How fast I can make a look with a palette matters a lot to me. If I have to spend hours blending, and my impression of the palette isn't going to be as high as if I can just, things blend very easily. I can just do things super fast and get out the door as fast as I need. The name of the first color was Hello Sunshine. That's a very pretty yellow color. I'm going to go into this color called Oasis. Very pretty green. In the outer V. This green color is called Frosted Lime. I'm going to go in there, and I'm going to put it almost at the center. I brought it a little more towards the inner corner as well. Now I'm going to pick a packing brush. I'm going to go in here, and I'm going to do my under eyelid. Like that. I'm going to use a pencil brush with the yellow, and I'm going to diffuse this a little bit. I'm going to go into this color called Rise and Shine, and I'm going to put it in my inner corner. And I'm going to kind of connect it with that lime green. Similarly on this eye. And then at the very end, I'm going to use the very first brush that I used to blend out these edges. Okay, the eye look is done. This is actually kind of a challenge because I managed to get both eyes done in less than 10 minutes, so I feel very proud of myself. I have to run to work. Everything performed as I had expected. The only thing is that this green needs to be built up. If you put just one layer, it's a tad sheerer than what you would see in the pan. Okay, let me bring the camera closer so I can show you this eye look from close up. I already put Lorax behind the scenes eye primer on, trying to use a variety of different eye primers to make sure that I can give a comprehensive review of how this palette will behave with different other products. And this is going to be the last look, so I'm going to try to use a combination of this row and that row. There might be a couple of colors that I end up not using. I'm going to jump in with this red color into my crease. Folks, it's Sunday morning. I apologize. I always have to do this. I apologize for the background noise. There are some cars on the road. Write down for me below if these tutorials are useful, if you want me to maybe zoom a little more, if there's anything that you are unable to see very well. Write them down for me below. I want to make sure that these videos are useful for you. Now that this is going to be my last look, I'm also going to pick a fluffy brush, and I'm going to go into this pink. Ooh, picked up a lot. And I'm going to add a little bit of pink to the inside part of my eye look. Similarly on this side. So far, super blendable and super pigmented mattes. As I would have expected from Beauty Bay, I would not have expected anything else. I'm not going to work today, so I can make it funky. Very nice, I'm liking this. I'm now gonna pick a relatively small packing brush and I'm gonna go into this brown. I'm gonna put it in this outside area to deepen it up a little bit. Okay, so this brown actually kind of looks like the same color as in the palette, but I don't know why I was expecting it to be deeper than this. But that's not a problem. I'll deepen it up with the black in a minute. Again, they blended pretty nice. I'm gonna pick up the same brush that I used for the red color and I'm gonna blend these two colors together. Well, actually the three colors to make sure there are no harsh lines anywhere. Now I'm gonna use a little bit of glitter primer exactly where the pink and the purple meet. And I'm gonna go over that with this orange color. The color is called Orange Soda. I'm gonna put it in the center, doing the same thing on both eyes. I'm gonna put very little bit of this black and I'm gonna deepen out the outer V area a tad bit, this area, very little. It also helps with the blending. And now I'm gonna pick a brush like this. I'm gonna go back into a combination of the brown and the pink. So a dab in the brown and a dab in the pink. And I'm gonna do my lower lid. Brown is a neutral color, so it diffuses the pink a little bit so that it's not as bright. Now with a pencil brush, I'm gonna go into the white. This brush is a little stained. You might see a little bit of green on it. It's just staining. It's interesting because I've noticed a lot of my white brushes are stained with green, but they are not stained with any other color. I don't know. Why does green stain? Do you guys know? Write down below if you know why green stains. I'm just doing my inner corner to brighten up the look. And the eye look is done. Let me wear a lipstick and I'll be right back. Okay friends, I'm back with the completed look. To complete this look beyond just the eyes, I put the ColourPop Lippy Stick in color Cookie on my lips, and I lined my lips with the Lippy Pencil in color BFF, and I also put a little bit of Super Shock Cheek in color Georgette on my cheeks. Now let me give you a full and comprehensive review of this palette. The palette stayed consistent with what I expected from Beauty Bay. Mattes were blendable, pretty pigmented. Shimmers were blendable, pretty pigmented. There's actually not that many dark mattes in this color. Most colors stayed consistent with what they look like in the pan. There was a very tad bit of patchiness with the colors in this row, particularly this dark purple, and the green seemed sheerer than I expected. You need to build it up, but it does build up pretty well. Other than that, no other issues. I was very impressed by the pigmentation of pretty much all the mattes. The only matte that was sheerer than I expected was the green, and it doesn't have pigmentation issue. You can build it up. It's not like it just doesn't have green color in it. You just have to build it up. Other than that, I highly recommend this palette if you don't have any rainbow palettes. Although I personally am someone who like rainbow palettes that are all matte or all shimmer, because then you know what to expect. It's kind of difficult when you have rainbow palettes that's a mix of shimmers and mattes, because you know, usually you complement a rainbow palette with an all shimmer palette or all multichrome palette or something like that, so it's just easier to know what to expect. I think it's less than $8 right now on sale on Beauty Bay, and I definitely think it's worth that price. So if you like the eye looks I created and you like the colors in this palette and you think these would add to your existing collection, I recommend you picking it up. Now I'm going to bring the camera closer so that I can show you this eye look from close up. Thank you so much, everybody. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and consider subscribing to my channel for more similar content. I have a lot of reviews in this channel and a lot of other colorful makeup content and indie makeup content coming up. So I don't want you to miss any of that. Thanks again. I love you all, and until next time. Bye.